This is Paul. Yeah. hmm I was just thinking about that gold tooth in my mouth. Mm. It's 452, and the gold in your mouths. Yeah. hmm Now, gold is really something. And there's a process for finding it. Yeah. hmm And I thought quite possibly that someone had some gold that they wanted me to have. It's difficult to get what's mine when police departments and sheriff's departments refuse to enforce the laws. But I think I'm missing a large amount of gold. And my Uncle Wayne. See, Raymond Arthur Arp was my biological grandfather, the actual parent of Wayne Condit and Sandra Taylor. And it was said that he died in a logging accident. But I had seen an actual picture of him at my grandma Coolman's house. Yeah. My mother and my uncle well, they were adopted. My grandmother had a second marriage to Charles Condit. Yeah. And they were very young, maybe 4 or 5 years old at the time of the actual marriage. Yeah. And they got adopted. Yes. Well, what happened was there was some thought that there were some minds that believed, or that I believe, or they believed, yes, belonged to Raymond Arthur Arp. And I, of course, would like to know where my gold is at. Yeah. Could you call my Uncle Wayne? Yes. That knows exactly where I'm at and who I am. Yes. And find out if I'm missing some money. Yes. Now, I made a special folder today for those that um, really question the validity of the arrest that took place on January 4th of 2016. Yeah. And whether or not it was valid to have me arrested on September 19th of 2017. Now, I got an email from Bruce Hanafy. Yeah. That Judge Porter had requested my presence in court Tuesday, September 6th of 2016 at 9 a.m. To explain why I missed my Washington State health evaluation this week. Yes. Why I missed it. Yeah. Why I wanted to reschedule it. Now, if I fail to show up for court, you will issue a warrant for my arrest. Yeah. Now, obviously, I actually had communicated the day before. I didn't know this was going to happen, but I'd said, well, I'd like to get a new suit and kind of fix myself up a little bit. Yeah. And then, if you look in this, what's known as the criminalization of being homeless. Yeah. The judge requested me to appear in court. Yeah. I just requested notice as the defendant from the state of jurisdiction. Yeah. I went to jail for 27 days because this court, yeah, and this county conspired against the actual enforcement of the laws of the United States. Yeah. Their thought was, well, if you're homeless, you don't have any rights, and I'm never going to get to sue them, and I'm going to be poor for the rest of my life because they're going to be corrupt. Yeah. Now, just so we have an understanding. Yeah. I actually wasn't in Squim. Yeah. Somebody paid to, well, probably make a show. Yeah. I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what happened. But since I wasn't there, yeah, and they said, well, we're going to say you're crazy. Yes. I thought for sure that you had the obligation to exonerate any individual that is innocent of any crime. Now, I kind of, let me see here. Yes. I kind of threw some documents into the criminalization of homelessness. Yes. Special agents, Seattle, the head of the National Counter. I want to make sure. Seattle FBI. Could you find out why it is that the FBI refuses to enforce the civil rights of American citizens? No, all of them. Now, I actually wasn't there. Yeah, yeah. And the Squim Police Department saying, "Well, we're not going to prison." Yeah. Port Angeles Police Department saying that they're not going to prison. No. There no one in the actual law enforcement is going to do anything. Yes. You know, I just I really would like to explain, yeah, why you're going to go to prison. Now, I want my sons today, and I want Marilyn and her kids, yeah, and then I'm going to sue Federal Bureau of Investigation. Now, for those in the Federal Bureau of Investigation, yeah, they're getting sued. Ooch. They actually have an obligation to enforce the civil rights of American citizens. Yeah. And if they gave me some sort of excuse like, well, we just couldn't do it because of the crime of using technology that would take your brains, yeah, I'd say whatever excuse they have, no, it is not sufficient to justify the refusal to enforce the civil rights of American citizens. Now, if you watch this right now,